Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, I'm going to go through what you should do during a traffic stop. Okay, so, first of all, I don't condone anybody break the law ever, so nobody should break the law. They should follow all their laws. Um, when you get pulled over by the police, you should pull over to the right side of the road, obviously, not on the left side because you cause accidents. You should try and pull over and stay out of the way so the officer don't get hit when he comes to your door or anything like that by other traffic. Be polite. And remember, if they flick you with the lights, they're going to pull you over quick. So if you're doing something illegal, you should not let them see you do any kind of movements in the car, any kind of contraband you're hiding. You shouldn't allow them to see you from behind making any movements because they're going to think you're doing something. It's going to arouse their attention. So you should always be polite. You should be, kindness goes a long way. You know what I mean? They're just people doing a job. Their job is to try and get you for a crime. And it's your job not to get in trouble for a crime. So, or expose yourself, even if you don't think you're committing a crime. You may be committing a crime, and just because you have good intentions doesn't mean anything. According to the law, you broke the law. So, you should have your hands on your wheel, and you should not make any sudden movements at all. You shouldn't spook them. You know, they have a stressful job. They don't know who they're dealing with, especially if it's a guy like me with a record. You know, they're going to be spooked and on guard. So you should conduct yourself in, polite manner, but protect your rights at the same time. So they'll ask for your license and registration. I would tell them, if you have to reach for it, I would tell them that you're going for your glove compartment to get it, or your purse, or whatever it is. You should let them know any movements you're doing, and you should move slowly and not quickly. Now, criminals, too, you might not like the police. I mean, I don't really care for them. I think they're leeches. I think that, they make fun of people on welfare and poor people and stuff like that, but they live off of other people. They destroy families. They have no empathy for it. They don't care. They can victimize someone. If they feel you victimize someone, it's okay for them to victimize you, your whole family, your children. They'll take everything from you. They don't care. It's okay for them to do that to you because you did something that broke their law. So, anyways, sorry. Be polite, even if you despise them. Be cordial, be respectful. It goes a long way. You don't want to arouse their attention. You don't want to argue with them. You don't want to set them in a bad mood. So you give them your license and registration. I usually ask them, why did you pull me over? You know what I mean? So, point blank, like, why did you pull me over? Especially if I haven't done anything wrong. Don't ever volunteer information. Don't say, oh man, I blew that light back there, I'm sorry. Don't do nothing like that. They don't care if you're sorry or how you feel about it. They're trying to get you for some kind of ticket or crime. Don't ever admit to nothing. Ever. It's not about being a good person or a bad person or having a conscience or what God you believe in. Or all they care about is money. It's cut and dry. They don't care about any of that. They want to get you for something. Okay, so be cordial, respectful, and if they do write you a ticket or something, don't blow up about it. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes you can appeal tickets, if you feel that you were in the right, if you have evidence to back it up, etc. and so forth. But don't trip out. Never trip out. You're not going to win against them. They have all the power. They have all the control. And you know what? as a criminal, you have to comply with everything. If you're on paper, you have to comply with every command that they give you. You know the deal, right? So, if you have stuff, I wouldn't have it on you. I would give that up to somebody else, um, or somewhere else, as long as it's not you. Um, but I don't condone you to break the law, but I know what it is, man. You're out in the streets. People are gonna do what they're gonna fucking do, but you know what I mean? Just people get shot, people get killed. You know, these police, they're stressed out. They don't know what's going on. Some of them might want to kill people. You know what I mean? Don't give them an excuse. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what it is, but you never know. You don't know what people are thinking, you know? You see serial killers, they're not the criminal, they're not the bad person that everybody knows about. The serial killer is always the person next door that mows his lawn, is law-abiding, goes to church every Sunday, and he's a good guy and never caused a problem, and he's eaten 10 people, and he's got 4 people in his basement chopped up, you know? Right? Look at all the serial killers, seriously. And a lot of them are white, too. Crazy how that is. It's weird. But there are black serial killers. It's not a race thing, but a majority of them are white, though. Like, are we psychopaths like that or something as white people? I don't believe that. I'm just talking crap. I make a lot of jokes, so don't be tripping out, YouTube. Okay, so, you want to be compliant, so, you know, and, at the end of the day, they're going to win, so, but know your rights. If you committed a crime, don't say shit. Don't say a fucking thing. Don't say nothing to your buddy. Don't say nothing to the police. Don't say nothing. Don't tell your fucking court-appointed lawyer. Don't tell your court-appointed lawyer the truth. Don't tell fucking nobody. The only secret that's safe is between you and a dead man. So keep your fucking mouth shut. You know, the first thing they tell you is you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. I've had times where I was like, they told me what the charges were, and I said, really? And I didn't say nothing else. And they put that in the report that I said, really? Like, I mean, they put word for word everything, so, especially in court. Court puts verbatim on the record. And they want to make a record. When they fry you, they want to make sure it's set up good. It's a chess game. So, yeah. That's why I always have a lawyer on retainer, because I'm prepared. You know, and I'm not playing anymore at my age. I'm going to start suing people. You know, I already have a couple things I'm looking into. So, anyways, back to the stop though. You want to be cooperative. You don't want to trip out. You know, you don't want to violate and go back. If you got contact, you got to tell them you had contact. You know what I mean? But if you're on paper, you shouldn't be rolling with nobody that's doing anything stupid. They shouldn't be fucking doing drugs or drinking, or you shouldn't even get in a car if something's like that. I mean, you know better, dude. You know better. So it's on you if you fuck up. Yeah, so, alright, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed my little rant about getting pulled over, so be safe out there.